Hi, my name is Hillary Mulick and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am a wedding photographer based in North Carolina, and on this channel I like to share education and tips for other wedding photographers. Today's topic is going to be all about productivity, which I'm super excited to talk about. I recently listened to a podcast about productivity and it kind of got me thinking about those days where you just feel like you're doing so much in your business, but then at the end of the day, you thought, did I really make a dent in anything? Like if you're just editing nonstop and shooting nonstop and you're thinking, am I really even moving the needle on anything in my business? Am I being productive? Am I being effective in the things that I'm doing in my business? So today I wanted to address those things. Peter Drucker said, efficiency is doing things right, but effectiveness is doing the right thing. So I feel like a lot in the business world, we talk about how to be more efficient in our business, such as using client management systems and putting workflows into place to help us be more efficient. But we also have to think, are these things also effective in our business? Is it helping us move the needle? Is it helping us save time in some areas of our business so that we can put that time towards areas of our business that are actually going to help us make more money and book more? So today I wanted to share 4 tips on how to be more productive as well as effective in our businesses. Tip number 1 is making sure you're using a planner that you love and that works for you. For me, I love doing everything digital as far as my planner goes. I use the Google Calendar, and it's great because both my husband and I use Google Calendar, so we sync our calendars and we can see what events each other has coming up, and we can schedule things around each other, such as when I have weddings coming up and I might be out of town, he can make sure that he is home so that he can take care of our dog. I also love the Google Calendar because my client management HoneyBook hooks up to my Google Calendar, so I can see all of my personal events on my Google Calendar as well as all of my scheduled things that have been scheduled through HoneyBook, such as my weddings, portrait sessions. If I have any meetings that have been scheduled in my HoneyBook, those all pop up on my Google Calendar as well, and my husband can see them too because I have linked him to that as well. So I love Google Calendar. It's my favorite way to use a digital planner. Now, if it doesn't work for you, then that's totally fine. You can use another platform that works for you. I know some people that really prefer the paper planner method so that they can write everything down and they feel like that helps them be able to remember things a lot better, and just having something tangible in front of them for their schedule works for them. I'd say go whatever works for you, because planning is some of the hardest part of just living day to day and also planning for our businesses, and being able to have a planner that you love and that you're actually going to use, that is essential. So just make sure you're using the planner that works for you. But if you are looking for a digital option that can sync through all your devices, you can share with family members, I highly recommend Google Calendar. Tip number 2 is obvious when you are planning and using this calendar planner method, is I want you to go through and write down all of your most important dates first and then fill in with other things that you would like to get done. So for me, my most important things are any personal things that I have coming up. So this is like birthdays or vacations or things that my husband and I have scheduled to go see, like shows and things like that. So I make sure all of those are on the planner first. And then secondly, I'm going to put down any work things that are important. So all of my work stuff is in my HoneyBook calendar, which is my client management system. And I have my HoneyBook calendar connected to my Google Calendar. So all of those things like wedding sessions, meetings, those all pop up into my calendar as well. And then the next thing I want you to do after you've planned all of your personal stuff that's important, all your business stuff that's important, I want you to start writing down some things for either the day or the week that you would like to get done that are important. So this could be just, editing certain sessions, or making sure you have a guide that needs to be finished, or finishing a course, or just anything that's going to help you move the needle in your business, or just things that you just absolutely need to get done this week. I want you to write those things down as well. So tip number 3, after you've had all of these things written down, so all of the important personal dates, all the important business dates, and then just things that you want to accomplish either that day or that week, I want you to go through and rank each of these items. And so obviously the important items are all going to need to get done and they have first priority. But the things that are on like your to-do list, I want you to rank these things 1 through whatever on what is most important that you absolutely need to get done this day or this week, and then keep writing them down and then keep going through the rank list. So number 1, number 2, number 3. And this is going to be really helpful in helping you prioritize what you actually need to do. So remember how I said earlier that we have a problem with being efficient, but maybe the things that we're being efficient with are not necessarily effective. So maybe we're making to-do lists, but the things that we're doing on our to-do list are not effective in our businesses. They're just random things that need to get done, but maybe don't need to get done right this second. So some days I feel like I write down a to-do list, and if I don't use the rank system and rank what absolutely most importantly needs to be done first, second, third, fourth, I end up maybe going to the sections of the to-do list that can be done really quickly or are really easy for me just so that I could feel like I'm being productive. But then at the end of the day, don't feel like I've really gotten a lot done because I've just been doing lots of little things that maybe needed to get done but weren't really important or effective. So use this ranking system so that you know what can be first priority, second priority, third priority based on things that need to be due to clients or you need to get done within your business. And that's going to help you be a lot more effective so that at the end of the day, end of the week, you have been crossing off the most effective things first, and it's going to help you feel a lot more productive in your personal life and in your business. So once you've figured out on your to-do list what is going to be most important for you to do that day or that week, however works best for you. For me, I personally like doing writing down everything that I need to get done that week and then just kind of blocking them out on days based on what is most important timeline-wise. Like I need to get this done now versus this I can wait and get done closer to the end of the week. So after you've done that and we're just focusing on the day, I want you to time block sections of your days to be able to get like-minded tasks done. So if you are multitasking, and I think in our industry we feel like multitasking is a positive thing, like, oh, I'm a good multitasker. Well, multitasking actually doesn't help you focus on any one thing. You're jumping from thing to thing, so it actually takes you a lot longer to accomplish things if you're multitasking rather than time blocking and batching certain things. So for example, with emails, if emailing people back is an important thing that you need to do today, I want you to time block a certain amount of time to do that task and only do that task. So batch that task. And so let's say you give yourself an hour to answer all of these emails. That means you've given yourself this hour to solely focus on answering emails. And then after that hour is done, you are done with this task for the day. By using this time blocking and batching method, it's really going to help you be able to focus on this one task and get it done and be able to focus your brain just on this one thing. So it's going to help you be a lot more effective in whether it's a personal task or a business task like answering emails. The last thing I want to talk about, and it kind of goes into time blocking and batching, is I want you to set a timer. I feel like I'm really easily distracted when I'm doing a task that is important, but I don't necessarily want to be doing. So for me, I'll use the example of emails again. I feel like emails is something that I don't really love doing. I kind of dread answering emails just because it can be really time consuming and kind of boring, but it's an important thing that needs to get done every day or multiple times a week, depending on how you have scheduled yourself. But I feel like using a timer is a really great way to help you stay focused. And then when that timer goes off, you know that you don't need to be focused on this task anymore and you can move on to the next thing. So I actually really love using a timer. I'll just put a timer on my phone and I'll actually put my phone away from me. So if I'm working at my desk, I'll put a timer on my phone and then put my phone in the kitchen or something like that for, let's say, an hour, like if I'm gonna spend an hour answering emails. And then that way I know I don't have the distraction of my phone, which, I mean, there are other ways that you can make your phone not a distraction by putting it on do not disturb or something like that. But I feel like when I'm doing a task that I really don't want to do, I find myself taking breaks a lot and picking up my phone and then just getting distracted with my phone. But That is not what we're supposed to be doing here, because that we're supposed to be focusing and getting tasks done effectively and being more productive. So I'll set a timer on my phone for a certain amount of time, set my phone in a different location, and then I will get to work on whatever task I need to do. And then as soon as that timer goes off, I know, great, I've been able to use all my brain power on this one task, and now I'm done with this task. I've either finished it or I'm gonna press pause on it until the next time that I'm gonna really focus on this task. And this, by setting this timer and using this timer method, it's been able to help me be a lot more productive and get things done in a more effective way in my business, and it's been great. All right, so those are the 4 tips that I have about being more productive and effective in your business. We talked about using a planner that you love, writing down or scheduling out in your planner all of your important personal and business things first, and then scheduling out a to-do list of things that you need to either get done that day or that week, and then prioritizing them by using the ranking system of number 1, this is most important that I absolutely need to get done first, 2, 3, 4, and that's gonna help you be able to prioritize things that need to get done rather than just crossing things off that are not necessarily important. And then the next thing is time blocking and batching. So blocking out blocks of time so in your day so that you can really focus on this one task, and batching this task so that you can